waiting for the sound to pop up, but I didn't have it muted, so didn't need to do anything with that. Let's switch over to the capture card. There we go. Alright, so I played a bit of this game on my own time, and actually quite a bit of it, to the point where I was able to get through at least one of the other endings, so trophy won't pop up for that one, but we will be able to see it on stream at a later point in time. But there's one ending that I haven't gotten, and we're on our way to try to do that right now. We're up in the orbital lift section, so it's kind of getting close to the tail end of the game. Probably going to end up skipping a lot of the cutscenes and such, so we won't see as much as we did when we went through here the first time around, but that shouldn't matter too much, right? I do want to make sure I get certain pickups. I guess the only ones I'm missing, actually I probably can't even get now. I think I've gotten everything I can potentially get. It's just I'd have to get back to IDOS 9 in order to get some of the pickups that I wasn't able to get. So here's the thing. We did the game and we finished it. We did it pretty much start to finish on stream, which surprised me. But I was able to get I guess it's kind of the neutral ending. There's 3 endings. There's one that's a little bit more neutral. There's a good ending, and then there's a bad ending. So we're working our way to get to the bad ending at the moment. And the bad ending requires that you do not fill out Lily's gauge. I don't even know what you want to call it, her satisfaction gauge. You'll notice when you do certain tasks in the game that a little portrait of Lily pops up in the top right corner and a little bar comes up and it fills out to 100%. So what fills that out is getting like logs, doing Lily's side quest missions, finding memory sticks on NPCs, and unfortunately there's no way that you can actually check the thing. You just have to like monitor it as it's popping up. So what I went ahead and did was I did this save, and I actually got PlayStation Plus for this. Paid a whole $6 to do this as easy as possible. But I saved right before I was going to finish up a mission, that 100% of the bar. But instead of finishing up that mission, I just went ahead and did the point of no return. Now we're up in the orbital lift, and we did not do the whole IDOS 9 section. So that's going to net us the bad ending by the time we get to the end of the game. So what I'm going to end up doing after I finish up with this bad ending is I'm going to use the PlayStation Plus cloud save to re-download that save that I uploaded. And I will start from that position again. I will finish up the quest, get Lily's bar to 100%, and then go ahead and do the other ending. So it is a bit of a pain, but it's what we got to do, right? If we want to do this in the most, I don't know, timely fashion, I suppose.
Finally, we can sit down. Oh wait, I'm already sitting down.
Oh yeah, we gotta watch that cutscene for sure.
Sure.
I did switch over to the English dub just so that we could try something a little bit different this time around, since we did the Japanese dub during the main playthrough. And probably when we shoot for that final ending, I'll switch over to the Korean. When I was playing on my own time, and I did play a chunk of this game on my own, I did have the Korean dub up, and it wasn't bad. I was a little bit worried about what the Korean language is going to sound like. There's some oddities with it, but it's not unpleasant. In a lot of ways, there's some aspects of the English dub that I'm actually not too fond of.
I'm not getting a single signal.
Particularly Adam's acting, which I guess we'll hear it at the end of the game, but unfortunately at this point in the game he's not going to be making any appearances until we get to the very end, so we're not going to be able to hear him, which might be a good thing, but it also detracts from my point in that the English dub of Adam is like one of the worst the voice roles in this game. I'm sorry, but that's just fact of the matter. He's nowhere near as good as a lot of the other people. Particularly when he like gets excited, tries to emote. There's something weird about it that doesn't quite fit. So it's not great. But listening to the Korean version, obviously, and then we played through the Japanese version. He's fine. He's fine in those other ones. And there's like 3 other languages too, surprisingly. There's like 2 types of Spanish, which I think is weird. I don't know if it's like the same cast, just doing it in a different Spanish dialect or what. I think there's an Italian, there's a German, there's a lot of different things. So, I don't know, it's kind of funny. Let's take a look here. I don't even know that I'll be using any of my gun stuff. But let's make sure that we have it, I suppose. Alright. So again, we're just going to kind of go straight for the bosses. I don't think I'm going to be worrying about trying to cover everything. We'll be skipping a lot of NPC stuff. Boy, this looks really, hold on. Give me a sec here. I'm going to switch off that for a second just in case there's something I regret showing on stream, if that even would be the case. Let me take a look here. Is HDR... No, it's off. Alright. I don't know, on my TV it looks really dark, but HDR is in fact off, so I don't know why it looks so damn dark. But, alright, whatever. I'm sure I could work with it. Not gonna be a problem. It seems to look fine on the... I'm looking at the OBS preview, and I'm looking at the stream preview as well. It seems to be fine on all those. So... I do not think there will be an issue.
Wow. The atmosphere here is so unique. And it's in pretty good shape. I think it should smell nice too.
Yeah, I smell flowers.
Get a big whiff.
But
Something's fishy. Oh, come on. These are all fake. I guess even the VIPs couldn't see the real ones. Ah!
Lily!
It's not like she actually got hit. I don't know why she's screaming.
Lily.
One of the most interesting looking bosses, I think, in this entire game.
They're getting smarter. You're definitely not ordinary.
Ow. You sound pretty good at dodging that. Okay. Off to a bad start. I gotta get my legs under me. It should be noted that I'm also playing on hard mode. I think that I'm gonna switch back to normal before we do the unnamed Naytiba, or unidentified Naytiba. Just because bosses from that point onward just get pretty damn rough. And I do not know that I'm willing to suffer through them right at this point. We're kind of just doing this to get the endings. I don't really care about the difficulty, and there's not any incentive for me to do it on hard because there's no like trophy or anything related to it. Since we've streamed this game, there's also been an update for it, which explains the costume that I have, and there's also a new game mode which allows you to do boss challenge run. And if you beat all the bosses, I think on the lowest setting you could do is normal, you unlock this costume, so it's pretty nifty. Man, that did like no damage whatsoever. Probably means there's a second phase coming. Yeah. That sucks. Probably should have just tried to hit it a couple more times. know if it's going to be worth trying to bring down its gauge one more time. I use that move a lot, but it's worth it. Big area of effect, decent damage. Damn it. And it knocks off a couple gauges from the stagger meter. Not as bad as the first time we fought this thing when I was going in blind, but I kind of knew what to expect this time around. Decently stronger too, even though I leveled up a bit and we're kind of on hard mode, but still it helps. As far as the upgrades go, I think the only thing that I have potential to upgrade is the tumbler. I believe we can make it so that it like heals more per usage. I never noticed all these fish last time. But the maximum amount of heals is maxed out already.
As a host. No, that's not quite right. It'd be more accurate to say humans.
Seriously? I never knew they could combine with multiple people. Maybe that's why it felt like it was more intelligent than usual. Do you think more of those things are waiting for us up there?
This area, and I feel like I've seen similar sentiments pretty regularly, but this area of the game is one of the best, in my opinion. I think probably this entire section of like getting to the orbital elevator and then actually on the orbital elevator have been some of the best segments in the game.
How's the network connection with the colony?
Skip all the dialogue, but lots of visual variety, lots of great bosses. Level design is fairly nice, so it's just kind of a tour de force of a lot of different good aspects in terms of gameplay and design. But definitely one of the cooler sections. I've enjoyed going through here quite a bit. And it's a shame that you can't really like backtrack to this place and explore a little more. I mean, you know, you get it all done. It's not like an open world area or anything, so there's not like a ton of variety. But obviously we did end up missing that can the first time I came through here, so there is still missable stuff. And even though you can get them later by, you know, the fishing mechanic or whatever, it's still, you know, more fun to actually find it when you're here.
It's amazing how blue Earth looks from space. But when you're down there, it's all grey or wasteland.
Yes, though on Earth, when the sun is shining, space looks blue too. But when you're up here, it's darkness in all directions.
Well, there's still plenty of water. I mean, you don't see a whole lot of green. Normally from this height, you'd still be able to see some green. Also, I'm not sure what these continents are. It looks all broken up. Maybe the polar caps have melted or something. 'Cause it looks like there's, I mean, you know, there's a lot of water on Earth, but it looks like there's a lot more water coverage than there normally should be. But yeah, little things like that. It's not even just like level design type of visuals, but getting to see various points above Earth is pretty slick. I know that. Okay, here we go. I had to wait for the elevator to stop.
Oh, it's
That's what I was waiting for. Get that going. Whoa, whoa, what are you doing? What was that? There we go. There's a handful of items here, but I don't even really need anything for crafting or anything, so I think I'm just going to skip out on all that. Note that this costume has a lot of side boob. You'd think, you know, compared to some of the others, it looks a little bit more covered up, but not really. Some regards, yes. Some other regards, no. So when they did that update recently, they released a handful of costumes, actually. I think there was like 4 unlocked by default. The only one that was actually required you to do something was this one, which again was just to get through the boss run. But there were a handful of others. I guess we don't have like a ton of the game left, so I could probably pop one of those on. Also going through a New Game Plus mode again, you can recollect a lot of the costumes that you pick up already, and it will give you like an alternate version of it. So there's like, for everything that you pick up, there's like another one. And then I think there was a couple that were unique, like some actual new location ones that you pick up after the fact.
Lily, have you tried connecting to the colony network?
I'm still not picking up a signal. It's like there's some kind of it's highly likely that the out.
Yeah. I'll bet meaning if we could get rid of it, we'd save
Skipping
ourselves a lot of
through.
trouble.
Tell you what I'm gonna do here, because I just think it's so weird that the game looks off to me. I don't know, there's something about it. I like the visuals. So I'm gonna restart the game just in case there's something strange going on. We'll see if that maybe makes it look a little bit better. I will say, having like exited this game and restarted it multiple times for like save transfer purposes, because you can only upload if the game is closed. But yeah, like shutting it off and then booting it back up again, it comes back on really fast. It's like the only other game that I remember being so damn quick with its reloading was Dead Space last year. That remake, yeah, it puts you right in the game. Alright, I don't know, it still looks the same to me, so I'm not too sure what's going on, but...
Did we make it?
It's playable.
We did. But there's a strong electromagnetic field surrounding this place. It feels just like the eye of a hurricane.
I see. All that.
Go ahead and skip it. Another great boss here.
I'll put an end to it.
I think this one is actually a little bit easier than the last one. Already getting to that next phase, huh? Get the sword out and everything. That happens again, I'll use the shotgun. Oh shit. They're doing pretty damn good, it's just they hit so damn hard. Ah. It's doing something. Ooh. Zigged when I should have zagged. Goddamn. Well, I dodged like half of them, and even that wasn't enough. So the other half still got me. Whoa, okay. Jeez. Again, doing pretty good, except just got hit. And like not even all that much. Just a couple times. Yeah, that's the thing about hard mode, is that when you start getting up to these bosses, and it becomes real tricky, again, once you get to that unidentified Naytiba, but the bosses can down you in 2 or 3 hits. It's really quite astounding. And it's especially rough if you're trying to do like the boss rush mode, because during that mode you don't have the pumps that can revive you during the battle. So you gotta be extra careful if you're planning to do that. Fortunately, there's not any sort of like benefit outside of bragging rights to doing the bosses on hard mode during the boss challenge. Maybe during an update or something, I don't know. But so far, you've only ever had to do it to unlock that costume we were just wearing with the normal mode. Out of the way of that. Nice demonstration of how tight the hitboxes are. Jeez, every time I come up with these bosses, it's like... Ah, damn it. I always get so close to the edge. See how much damage this does. Wasn't paying attention last time, so I didn't get a chance to see it. She's on it for a minute, but like, boy, I don't even think that does as much damage as like hitting it a handful of times. I did not hit it. Get a second one in there. God damn. Oh, shit. Alright, well, I wasn't prepared for that one. Every time I try to do a burst or a beta move, this guy just moves out of the way. Or he teleports himself. Either or. It's not good. Not this time. Alright, had to use a pump, but we didn't use the Taki, so I had that ace up my sleeve if necessary. Thank you. Still rough. I said it was harder than the previous boss, the Kakuri thing or whatever it is, but I think it took me a couple more tries than it did for me to kill that other one. The other one I did in 2, and the first one was just like such a huge misstep because I died like 2 hits in. This one I had to do it thrice. Alright, I don't know if we can... I don't think we could skip this, because this is kind of...
Over there!
That's...
kind of gets into a playable cutscene type of thing.
We're in low orbit, so gravity is still an issue. At this rate...
We can't just leave the Alpha Naytiba here. Lily, use all my body cell power to overcharge the railgun.
What? Body cell connection.
Can skip it at this point. Railgun pops up. Again, we've done this already. I've done all this on stream. So, unfortunately, we're skipping it this time around just for the sake of time, but
Find a way to open its eye again.
all very cool stuff.
I'm analyzing it now. I've got it. The eyes in its eyes are connected to a direct hit. It looks like it's losing nerve connection.
Just one more left.
Kind of figured this it's, I don't know, sequence would be a little bit more, it's interactive, but it's, you know, obviously not the hardest thing. You just gotta charge this up and then hit the eyeballs.
Your body cell! It's empty!
It's a big moment, and I thought it was so big, in fact, that I thought this was gonna be like the end of the game, so I was somewhat surprised when it kept going for quite a while. But I guess I could tell that it wasn't going to the end of the game when we killed this thing so easily.
I defeated it, but I can't get to the core. I'm so sorry.
I was like, is her hair doing that on the stream side too? I don't remember it doing that, but I think it's because I had like the red coloration before. Her hair is on fire.
Thank you, Lily.
Eve?
She turned into a redhead head. Redhead on top of redhead, yeah.
Thank you for coming back alive.
No problem.
It was Mother Sphere. She must have heard me.
Sent a mech down just for us.
Thank you. And Adam?
I haven't had any contact. I can't even reach him through. What do you think happened?
I wonder... could it be...
Yes?
Nothing.
Yeah, once again, we're trying to skip through this. The only difference is kind of the unfortunate thing about the alternate endings with this is that everything that's different is just like at the very, very end of the game. So, I mean, well, I guess that's technically not entirely true because if you don't 100% Lily's meter
Eve,
prior to going to the orbital elevator, you skip out on Eidos 9, so that's different than what we saw last time, but it's not like the scene had changed any. It's just Lily didn't confront anyone asking to go to Eidos 9, and obviously we didn't go there, so it's just more like something's missing as opposed to something has really truly changed. But yeah, the difference is we won't actually see until like we get to the very, very end where the decision comes into play. Again, I'm just trying to see these endings. So I'm gonna wimp out on this. I know the unnamed Naytibas is still one of the hardest bosses. Boy howdy. But I know it's gonna give me trouble. So wait, she was already on the step. Why did the cutscene play again of her getting out of the elevator? So anyway, we're just gonna put it back to normal. Sorry, maybe to make up for it, after I get the other ending, we can I don't know, do like the boss rush, and I'll try it on hard and see if I can actually do it. All right, there we go with this thing again. This boss battle, when we tried it and I was going in blind, took me like 40 minutes. It was pretty incredible. Last time a boss battle took me that long to get Well, actually, I think it was Strangers of Paradise, Tiamat or something, but it doesn't happen often. Tell that I'm not losing as much HP as I was when we did this first time around too, because you would dock the health bar like by a third or so per hit, or a quarter. Pretty incredible stuff. So the amount of progress made by doing the upgrades is good. It's good. I always miss that one. It's a little slow on the come down there. Messes up my timing. Oh, I'm like, why am I not healing? She hasn't done the super kill move, whatever that is, yet, so I'm gonna get another one of those hits in pretty soon here, I think. Make sure I switch to the regular slugs, too. That's where the hit is. Bad spot for that. There she goes. Whoa! That is a shitload of damage still. Fortunately, I was still able to hit it. Thought I lost out on time for a second. Oh. Oh, damn it. Alright, we still got one of these left. I was trying to hit the Taki mode to see if I could break through, even though she's only got a little bit of health left over, but can't even tell what's going on there. What was all that? You know, well, I don't know, actually. I might have ended a few boss battles in Taki mode, but I was actually kind of hoping that we'd see that her suit still up. I guess the only one that really does that is the final boss battle that we did on the last stream. Comes out of that thing. She's not even wearing a skin suit.
That face, it's familiar.
Wait. Raven? From the Legacies?
You're right, she's the one who left the records.
Seems as though I've been exposed. Damn it!
Evaporates into a blood tornado. Time to start skipping again. Actually, I should have switched out the costumes. We did 2 with that swimsuit thing. There are a couple more. Again, there was like 4 given to you right off the bat. There was these 2 Kunoichi ones, which were kind of slick. So we'll try on one of those. Collect all this crap. Make sure I'm heading in the right direction. Might hear Oracle's lines a couple times.
Just in time.
You're...
Oracle, your body.
This is who I really am.
What?
I'm not human. The first ever fusion between an Andro-Eidos and a Naytiba. I am the first of the Alpha Naytibas.
But then...
In the past, I slaughtered countless humans. I was left for dead after the colony extinction, but humans found me and saved me. That was the moment when I lost all reason to fight. After sealing the power of the Alpha, I gathered all the survivors I could and built Zion. I thought I could atone for my sins by protecting them, building a home for them, a safe place. I tried to conceal my identity for as long as I possibly could, but Raven had to be stopped. Have you collected all the Alpha?
Actually, I was thinking about skipping from this point on, but it looks like we're locked into this cutscene.
We lost it. Out in space.
I see. Thank you. Thank you for giving my life purpose.
He's still got a core, ripping one out for us.
4 cores are...
Alright, now we can skip. Alright, Zion unfortunately in ruins. I did manage to do, I think, all of the core side quests for our main characters here, and still duck like just under Lily's 100%. So we can listen to him here in English.
Roxanne, you're still here.
My angel. Did you really think I'd just up and leave? In the middle of all this chaos? I'm a little disappointed.
You know that's not it.
Oh, my darling, nothing is impossible. How can I help?
Still shop, I guess. Or maybe not.
I have to go now, Roxanne.
Yes.
I have to go now.
If everything
My
goes
planet
well,
needs me.
maybe some light will find this place of destruction. Right. Angel, I hope you'll work this hard for my next business, too.
Goodbye.
A little standoffish there. She sounds a little younger than I think the Japanese version does. Japanese version makes her sound a little more mature.
We've lost the memories of so many. The Prophet, the Sentinels, civilians. I've lost count.
The city, it's completely in ruins. What are we supposed to do now?
I'm sorry. I could have saved more people.
No. The Prophet.
Word is that the Prophet has called on you to carry out your destiny. I'm not sure what his intentions are, but if the Elder Naytiba is dealt with, we might have a chance to really build something, even from these ashes. Beyond fate, right? I wish you luck.
Yes.
Eve, all that I can do is sing. And I will sing for you, Eve.
Thank you. I'm not sure that I deserve to be treated like this.
Sue sounds, I don't know, he doesn't sound younger, but he sounds a little higher pitch. And then Enya sounds about the same, so nothing major there. What's up, Honto? Your pants are in, well, it's not an outfit, that's her body. She's actually not wearing clothes. Oh, she disappears. She's just completely robotic, but she does have all the curves still, so. There's actually a whole mission where you have to find new legs for her, because she's just up on a pedestal, and she can't walk around. And then old Sue goes out, this guy, and gets her new pair of legs, and he gets, like, the biggest thighed legs he could find. Not that he mentions that, but it's like when he plops them on the table, it's like, good lord, man. That's, like, bigger than yours.
Hello, Angel. Everything's ruined. This place my sister loved.
I'm sorry. If only I hadn't been so late.
It's alright. At least
Yeah, I think we're a few years off from robots like that, but, you know,
we're going to get through this.
maybe in the near future.
Together. That's what mothers fear. No, that's what my sister would want.
Kaya.
Angel, please. You mustn't lose your strength now. Especially if you're about to fight a very powerful Naytiba.
Yes. The Elder Naytiba. The root of all of this.
Kaya sounded a little weird. She was like, she's kind of all over the place. Sometimes she'd be real mousy, sometimes she'd be like talking normal, sometimes she'd talk really high pitch.
All I ask is you give us hope.
Okay. Thank you. I'll try my best not to let you down.
See, she was kind of, those last little bits there, she's kind of talking normal. Is there anything we really need? Probably not, right?
Are you leaving, Angel? May your memories live on forever.
May your memories live on forever. And please, take care of yourself.
May the force be with you. I'm gonna switch the hair out from the short to the long ponytail. Talk to our barber fellow.
Zion has made many sacrifices.
Back up a little, Eve, damn.
Angel, you made sure that it wouldn't fall. We'll bounce back. There are survivors. And there's always the hyperdrive. Though, it might take a bit of time.
I've had this hairstyle for a long time, ever since going up to the space orbit elevator thing, so I guess we'll change it out. To what, though? You know, I always like this one. Maybe I'll do this one. It's like, should I do the silver or the green? It's a little bit much, isn't it?
Perfect.
Maybe just black. Black's fine. We don't need anything from that one.
Digger, what are you doing?
Eve, hello. I am helping restore the city. It's one of my specialties.
And your answer?
What the hell is that?
I'm afraid I'm not yet certain. Even
Okay.
in these ruins, there are beings just trying to live as
I'm
humans.
talking about in chat. There's like this massive, this wall of text.
Of course.
There's
heard
another
that
bot.
an angel is planning to attack
I'm pretty
an
sure I've seen that
alpha
message
Naytiba.
before, yeah.
I expect it will be a very dangerous mission. I would like to offer my assistance. I can give you a special discount.
Thank you, Digger. I will do
Ooh,
my
a special discount. By which I think there is none. I'm pretty sure everything just costs the same amount as it usually does. Oh, he's got Tumblr expansion modules. When did he get that? I'll get that. I might be able to upgrade that, actually.
I keep hearing people around here use this phrase. May your memories live on, forever. What is needed right now is an understanding of concepts such as trust and hope.
Thank you.
I don't know that I like Digger's voice. He reminds me, I mean, it's completely on me, but he reminds me of like this, I forget what he is. He's like an Instagrammer or TikToker who's just like completely up his own ass. They feature him a lot on the podcast, Who Are These Socials? But he's like some coffee shop owner that thinks he's all that. Okay. That guy's got nothing additional to say, and he's got nothing for me to buy, so that's it. That's your most of your cast in the English dub. They're serviceable. No, it's not Scoob. It's not Scoob. It's, yeah, he's like he's a coffee shop owner. I forget his name. They call him Woke Dad because he's always talking about, you know, he's a straight cisgendered male, but he's ultra supportive for the LGBTQ plus community, and he's always talking about everything that he does and everybody that confronts, and now he's always, I don't know, doing something to support them, and he just thinks he's really great. Like I said, he's up his own ass, and all of it's fake. Like they again, if you want to listen to him, I forget what his name is, but they almost have him on every week on the podcast, Who Are These Socials? And it's infuriating, but it's kind of funny because they poke fun of him at the same time. So, but he's like, I don't know, he's like a coffee shop owner up in New York.
I am worried about Adam.
Same here. He's not in Zion. Where do you think he could be?
Maybe something happened to him on the way here.
But anyway,
I mean,
point being,
Mike's battery
Digger
was
kind of sounds like him in the English dub, so.
Bike! Yes, the bike. Lucky
Yeah,
for us.
yeah,
He
the
said he
bike.
installed it just in.
Lily, can you find out?
Of course. Should we get going right away?
I can even go to other places. Can I? Yeah, I can. Okay. Upgrade the Tumblr module to 100%. Now I got full charge, so now all of my accessories have been completely maxed out. Alright.
The signal is getting weaker. Let's go before it's too late.
All right, let's go.
Okay, to the tetrapod.
To the tetrapod. Last chance to do any meaningless crap out on the field, but obviously we're just shooting straight for the end, so we're not going to be doing anything additional. I'd be very happy if I could see this ending in the next 30 minutes or
Let's go
so.
towards the signal.
But that'll only be like an hour and a half. That means I could probably put in a couple hours for Chrono Trigger, so we'll have a decent amount of time to work with.
It looks like a fallen colony module.
Let's take a look around. There's a legacy. It's another
Bunch of
record
boxes and stuff, but don't really need any of
Who
that.
attacked Zion.
I'm afraid of what else it might reveal.
Nothing we need to look at.
That's impossible.
Raven is delusional.
It's the Naytibas.
You're delusional.
It's a bike. It's Adam's.
Yes,
Well,
If the bike
she
is
just snapped into that animation.
it means that Adam is also here.
Okay. Time for the final boss.
This is the final battle.
Actually, it's the second to last. I shouldn't. I'm jumping the gun here.
This is my battle.
Oh yeah, this music.
I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created for that sport. But for him,
And she's not executing the final part on that. I don't know why not. There we go.
there is an unspoken truth you don't dare acknowledge.
Gotta watch her do her crazy anime girl laugh.
Complete your mission and head back to the colony. A hero. Unfortunately, you've learned too much. You can't be manipulated anymore. And the information you've gained is no use to Mother Sphere or the colony. You will be discarded just like they were during the colony extinction. Like trash.
Trush. There it is. As Titus laughs in the distance. Ow. Feeling a little dizzy? Could help you out with that. Ow. All right. First try, maxed out, but still. Ah, yeah. Gotta disarm her first.
You did it, Eve. Well done. Why are you hesitating? Because we were comrades? Or because I'm human like you?
When you have grandkids, you're going to tell them the great mod work
We're human.
on May 29th. Still 28th for me, but yeah. 2024. Well, he does a solid job at taking care of those bots. Fortunately, they don't pop up nearly as much as they used to. I feel like closer to, I don't know, around 2020, and then maybe like a year or two after that, they were just like popping up all the time. That's why people started using that like Sari bot thing and all that weird shit, where like people were inviting all these bots and stuff into their chat rooms to like moderate and stuff.
You won't be able to fight.
But I always found that they never really did anything. I never tried it myself, but you know, I had people that signed up for that kind of stuff, and you know, the bots would still pop up in their chat, the same messages and all that. I think Twitch just gotten better at regulating either like sign-ups or potentially banning bots that come in to advertise shit. Like, I don't even know what that one was advertising earlier. Let me see if I can still read the message.
Go ahead and kill me. I wouldn't be your first.
It says, hello, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion of your channel, viewers, followers, views, chatbots, etc. Price is lower than any other competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Flexible and convenient order management, panel, chat panel, everything is in your hands. A huge number of custom settings. Go to, and then whatever that is. It's like, yeah, I can't even really communicate in this language all that well. I don't know that I'm going to be trusting. I mean, that's obviously got to be a service you got to pay for. I ain't trusting anybody with my credit card information or anything. Oh, Monto sold. Alright. Well, give it a try. Report back to us. If it's worth using, I don't know. Maybe you could hook us up. Maybe there's like a friend join discount where you get rebates in turn. Best part about this outfit is that you can see through it. That little flap there. Like, I don't know, it's like certain lightings is very opaque, and then sometimes you can't see anything. But we saw through it just there in that cutscene. Nothing to hide.
It makes me wonder, is this how real life is born after all?
In gigantic eggs? Hopefully not. Alright, well, we've worn that one. I don't know what else. There's a couple different things. Some new stuff that I unlocked that we haven't seen yet. Bunch of alternate colors. I guess the red swimsuit, this one. That was the only other one. The Kunoichi, both of them are kind of the same. It's just one is a little bit lighter and one's a little bit darker. Yeah, there's two different bear outfits. Also, what's up, Chuckin? There's an alternate, basically an alternate costume for or an alternate color.
But it's strangely peaceful.
For every outfit that you get. like it doesn't allow me to hit it right away. I don't know why.
The Elder must already know that we're here.
Oh, the ad popped up.
Watching us.
So in New Game Plus mode, if you go through and you meet all the requirements of getting all the outfits that you got previously, you get an alternate version. So some of them, that just means going and finding the boxes they were in again. And then like this one, for instance, required you have to do a side quest. So if you do the side quest during New Game Plus, you get the pink alternate version. Yeah, I don't know what triggers that. Sometimes I'll be watching a streamer and it'll do a picture-in-picture mode, and it seems like most of the time it just goes straight to an ad and then doesn't show anything. But I don't know what
I don't see any Naytibas
what makes it picture-in-picture. The one time I checked on the whole advertising thing, options in Twitch, it didn't seem to have any sort of options for that kind of stuff. So I don't know. Yeah, New Game Plus was pretty great. There was a couple new items that were kind of scattered around, and then they give you a bunch of alternate nanosuits, and then even parts like the drone upgrade modules, any gear slots you didn't get, your weapon is expanded to be more powerful, your tumbler is expanded not to take more heals, but to heal more. So there was a decent amount of incentive to play through thoroughly, not just like trying to get the other ending again, or another ending, but play through with intent to, get everything a second time, just because you can get everything a second time. Sometimes it serves a slightly different purpose, but it still nets you something new. Oh, you know what I don't think we played with as much was the Raven suit. The red swimsuit is basically the same. It's got some nice grippage around the thighs, but other than that. I also had to sneeze there. Is there anything we need? I don't think so. I think we're all set. So at this point, things should kind of play out the same, I think, up until we get the option. But once we get to that option, once we choose the one that I did not choose previously, it should be different after that. But I think we could skip all the cutscenes prior to actually making the choice.
The end of my journey.
Although, I guess we can listen to Adam. I don't know what his performance is going to be like. If Adam's talking normally, he sounds fine in the English dub. If he's trying to emote at all, he sounds awful. But I don't remember him emoting that much. We'll see. The one where she wears normal clothes and not tights look better designs. I'm not as big a fan of it. It just looks like, she's a model or some K-pop actress or singer or whatever. This type of stuff. I mean, it looks fine as far as clothing goes, but I prefer, I don't know, some of the more suit-looking ones, even if they're tight or revealing or whatever. It just seems to fit the game a little bit better. So I actually like the diving suits, I think they're the prototypes. Yeah, these ones, both with the bomber jacket and without, those are probably the ones I like the best. I played almost the entire game with the skin suit first time around, which made the game harder since you don't have any shields, but I still like the design of that one. The Raven suit we unlock when we get New Game Plus. This is the suit that Raven is wearing. I think it's pretty slick. But yeah, there's a lot of different things to fit the tastes of many a player. But yeah, lots of different nanosuits, and I don't even think I have quite all of them. There's a couple I'm missing that I need to do the 100% Lily Meter 4. We need to get back to IDOS 9 and grab a couple there, because there's actually a couple I missed in that area during the first playthrough. But, you know, I wasn't using a guide or nothing. I was just going off of the scanners, which didn't really show us a whole lot in some circumstances. Darker futuristic tights look okay. Yeah, there's a few of them. I mean, sometimes it's hit and miss, but
Eve,
I think most of them look decent.
I've been waiting.
It's like I thought.
We've been waiting for you.
You.
Adam. Why is Adam here?
We knew he was going to be here. We saw his bike. He is Angel Man.
I know this is a disappointment. I'm sorry, Eve. Everything that has happened until now, and even before, it began with me. I am the source of it all.
Adam. Or would you prefer I call you Elder? What are you scheming? You pretended to rescue me. Pretended to help me on my mission. All under the guise of helping Zion. What are you really after?
I want atonement. I want forgiveness. I want us to heal. Please know that everything I have done sincerely.
Enough of this nonsense! My comrades, the people of Zion who trusted you, tell me why they had to die!
Eve.
Yeah, I don't know about Adam during this part. He sounds a little too anime for me.
You have every right to be mad. I understand.
The English version sounds kind of worse. I don't think Adam sounds as good. I think Eve sounds fine. Eve is like actually acting. Adam kind of sounds like he's anime acting, like overacting.
In the end, she had her own motives, and that way she was a lot.
I do think that the overall the Japanese dub did sound better though.
By the surviving humans.
And when we do the third ending, I'll have the Korean dub on, so we can listen to that. And I played a little bit, again, with the Korean dub on, and I thought it sounded pretty good. It was comparable to the Japanese one. The English dub is kind of hit and miss. Like I said when we were leaving Zion that one time a few minutes ago, it's like, yeah, it's serviceable, but some people sound like markedly worse.
We were not yet mature enough to fully accept your kind. This foolishness resulted in tragedy. In the end, we gave up our humanity in order to survive.
But even this, like with Adam talking here, it's not as bad as some of his worst moments. When he's like yelling and stuff, it sounds really bad. There's a lot of that going on like earlier on in the game.
To coexist.
Like if he's supposed to sound like shocked or scared or something, shouting, he doesn't pull that off good.
It's impossible for your kind to succeed the human race. After all, you were created entirely from scratch, with no human DNA at all.
And what is it you're going to do? You think you're the one to end this gruesome slaughter?
Yes.
Yes.
I've been researching for decades to find a way. A way for us all to become the inheritors of the human race. An Andro Eidos, with the most advanced unicinous hyperbody ever seen, and the ultimate Naytiba that has not succumbed to its hostile instincts. These are the two necessary ingredients.
You mean?
Yes. You and I.
You know, I'll tell you what I am impressed by is that every language has the facial and mouth animations synced up with the language that they're, you know, supposed to be doing. So, you know, the Japanese will fit the Japanese, English fits the English, Korean fits the Korean. I would assume all the other languages do it too. So that, I mean, it seems like a lot of effort for a game that's fully voice acted.
That's insane.
There's no point in listening to this, Eve.
I just remember back in the day, like, reading about the development for Final Fantasy X. I think it was in the Game Guide, actually. But some of the designer dev notes were like, yeah, we were thankful that Aaron had that giant collar so that it hit his mouth because we didn't want to, like, reanimate his scenes in English as opposed to the Japanese one. And it's like, oh, we've come a long way.
But there's no proof.
Able to either, I don't know if they do it by hand or... You know, there's some automated process for it these days, but it's a nice detail.
You're right, Lily. However, my wish to save the new humans.
This guy sounds like he's pushing out a turd all the time. Yeah. Like every sentence sounds like he's straining himself. All right, let's take Adam's hand. Last time we rejected him, he turned into a angel thing.
Eve, no! You can't fall for this!
The purpose of our existence is to eliminate the Elder Naytiba and save mankind. Naytiba or Androados. Is one more human than the other? If an entire species is wiped out so that another may remain, can we really call that salvation?
But...
If there is a way to save both species, I want to follow that path to the end. That's all I want.
Yes. So do I. We're like mirrors to each other. Your choice may not bring about peace and stability right away, but our union will create the greatest chance for a peaceful future. Now.
Yes.
Will it though? Just making something new? Are all the Naytiba just gonna like drop dead or something? Because I doubt it. So first time around, right when they give you that decision, I was like, I don't know. I mean, you know, he's been helping out the group this whole time, so you'd think that for the most part he's probably on the up and up, but still, you wonder if he did have an ulterior motive at the end. But like once you reject him, and then he's like pretty hesitant to fight you at first until he like completely loses control, then it was like, maybe joining up with him wasn't the worst idea, I guess.
Eve?
Are you Eve?
Yes. Well, it's hard to describe, but... Lily, I am the Eve you remember.
She's got a brand new outfit, and she's got a bunch of cleavage.
That you would become someone I didn't know.
Lily.
Connection to the colony. Sending protocol. Sensing strong Naytiba signals nearby. Switching to combat mode.
Yeah, it's like Armored Core. Alright, so... Also, initially I was thinking, maybe that weird fetus-looking thing will burst open if you fuse with Adam.
The exosuit is moving by itself.
But my second thought was, or no, that actually was my second thought, was the weird fetus-looking thing. My initial thought was that you have to fight the mech. Which is indeed what's happening. Forget, oh yeah, Providence. I'm like, what is the name of this thing? It's pretty rough. I mean, even on normal with all the stuff that I got, it still does a shitload of damage. Good lord. Alright, we'll see about using the pump. I don't want to restart quite all that quickly. Once again, she's not doing the follow-up move. Which the follow-up move is important because it's what gives me the additional tick off of the balance meter. Transitional move, doesn't do, whoa, any damage. That does damage though. Oh god. Yeah, this guy does a shitload of damage. We'll keep up with the pumps, I guess. I haven't even done that much damage to it. There we go. Okay, cutscene.
I can't control it, Eve! If only I had Iberis's hacking code.
Ah, okay. So that's where the 100% meter comes into play. She really spells it out for you. Of course, you wouldn't know that if you didn't fill it out, you know, prior to getting this. It's like, who the hell is Iberis?
Mother Sphere. You've been watching everything from the beginning.
Okay, so this is kind of like a powered up tacky mode. You got 2 minutes to beat Providence, but I mean, you got infinite health and infinite energy, so not really a big task. Again, I've gotten the best ending already, and it wasn't terribly different from this. It's just that, I mean, so far, we're really putting a stagger on it. but yeah, it's kind of the same as far as this battle goes. Don't make it explode. Your friend is still in there. She forgot. She's, oh shit. Oh.
Lily! Lily!
She's missing half her body. I think her torso, like from the waist down.
It's done. Let's go back.
Probably should have held back there a little bit in that rampage mode you were doing.
You know, I prefer the old Eve. But I don't want to become one with Mother Sphere. Lily!
I mean, on the one hand, it kind of looked like the mech killed her because it like shocked the crap out of her. Her legs were dangling and everything. But on the other, so Eve kind of went a little berserk. Hey, there it is. I got the platinum. All right. So, but even though I did get the good ending, I do want to do it on stream just to have a complete recording for it. So we'll end up going back and doing that.
Predicting the future is like reaching for the stars themselves. Darkness everywhere, guided only by a distant light. And what that light may be, I wish I could tell you. Perhaps strange new beings will emerge and be hastened deeper into the unknown. That being said, I will always serve the future. Even if the future does not align with what is expected.
Mother Sphere?
Nice to meet you, Eve. Well done. You've more than met my expectations. The final decision was a bit disappointing, yes, but still, I thank you.
Enough of this nonsense!
This now concludes the Eve Protocol.
You can't just spit out words and end things like this!
Then, farewell.
Wait!
Then I won't. Also, if the shock didn't kill her, Eve definitely did. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, I kind of assumed that she was dead because of the shock, but, you know, slicing her in half didn't help things. Kind of seems like that one was on Eve. Hello.
So this is your plan.
Hello, what have we here?
Then I'll gladly play my part. I swear We'll meet again. Oh, God.
Ah. Kind of like mass-produced angels or something, I don't know. Sort of interesting. Kind of weird though. I was like, where are they keeping these things? Because at the beginning of the game, it's like even like the jobber angels that came down with Eve and Taki, they all kind of looked like they had their own sort of identity, different hairstyles and stuff. It's like these all look the same. I guess they're fully androids. Fades out. It's kind of like an end credit DMC sequence, except there's no credits. Oh, there they are. Well, I don't know. It kind of would have been cool if you would fight them while the credits are playing. Well, that's kind of the end. I think there's probably more. I would think anyway. I don't know for sure, but post-credit scene and everything. I don't think there's a way to speed up the credits. I want to say I maybe did it. When they start scrolling, I think you can make them go a little bit faster, but... Oh yeah, there it goes. Alright. So, that was the bad ending. Again, there might be more to it, but you kind of see why it's not the preferable one. There's 3 different endings that you can get in this game. And one of them is not fill out Lily's meter and then do the joining with Adam. And then the other 2, you'd have to fill out the meter. And of course, we filled out the meter last time and I rejected Adam. So that was kind of like the neutral ending. Since playing that, I've read about the devs, or I don't know if it was the director or just like collectively the devs, but they were kind of kicking around the idea of like if they did a sequel, which ending would be the canon one. And I think it was either the lead director, I'm pretty sure it was, he made a comment that his initial choice was to reject Adam, and that, you know, would obviously lead to like the non-fusion thing, and then both Lily and Eve end up going up into the colony, and we saw like that big old, I don't know, Dyson ring looking thing that was kind of encircling Earth. So he said that was probably what he considered to be his ending. So if they do end up making a sequel or something like that, it potentially could be the first one that we saw. But yeah, the next 2 are kind of reliant on this fusion thing, which I don't know, it's kind of weird. It does kind of change up Eve's makeup as a character. Not just like a visual thing, but she's like physically different. So it'd be kind of weird to, you know, have that, I guess, be canon. Usually when you do a sequel, the character doesn't undergo major changes like that if you're reusing the same main character. I suppose it could go in a completely different direction and have someone different as the main playable character, and Eve could be like a side character, you know, not even a focus. Sometimes they'll do that with a sequel where like the main character from the previous entry just kind of goes off and does their own thing, and maybe you hear about him a little bit, and other than that you don't see him too much. But yeah, who knows, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, the super good ending is kind of the same as this one. It, you know, obviously it's not as dour, but it does involve getting the Lily meter up to 100%, which means that you get to IDOS 9, she meets up with Iberis, and then she gets her hacking code or whatever. So you kind of see how that plays into the Providence mech thing. But we'll do it on stream. I think I want to play through a chunk of that. Probably go through the IDOS 9 section. Maybe not the whole thing, but there's a couple suits that I want to grab that I wasn't able to get last time. And then we'll kind of do like the whole orbital elevator sequence again. Just to try it out. But that'll probably result in it being a longer stream too, actually. I don't know. maybe not. We'll see how it goes. I'll see how I kind of want to play it out. Some of those sequences take a long time, though. Fortunately, we're able to get through this relatively quickly. So in about an hour 30, I want to say, we managed to get through the last little bits of the orbital elevator all the way to the end of the game. So not too bad. Of course, I did switch from hard mode to normal mode. Probably just play on normal mode next time around, so we're not like absolutely struggling to get through some of the latter bosses, because boy, they are a pain. Even the demo crawler, like the Kakuri boss, that one still kind of hit pretty hard, but I think it was manageable. But the demo crawler, my goodness, 2 hits. I think there was that burst move it did where like the entire ground became, I don't know, dangerous. You got hit twice. And I had a full health bar. I got hit twice and still died. Granted, that one's an easiest one to avoid. You just have to jump up. Of course, I didn't do that. I was trying to dodge so I could get more burst meter, but it was bad call on my part. But still, couple hits and you're dead. Even with like maxed out health and got a little bit of shield from the outfits. So yeah, the hard mode bosses and stuff, no joke. Really take it to you. And again, it's even worse if you're doing the new feature with the boss replay mode, because you don't get a chance to use the WB pumps there, so you can't revive in the middle of a battle. You're dead, and you lose all your health and you're dead. You have to rely just on the health items, and that's it. One of the devs, they were sharing some screenshots when that feature was released a couple days ago, and one of the devs managed to do hard mode Raven fight on minimal settings. So like lowest health, lowest recovery, lowest attack, and they beat Raven in like sub 3 minutes or something. It was pretty crazy. But I don't know. I would think like if you made the game, you're probably pretty good at it, but I guess it doesn't always play. Her journey does not end. Let's see if there's any post-credit stuff. Nope, just boots you out to the main menu. All right, so the good ending will at least have a little bit more conclusion. Or at least the real good one. I guess there was... I'm trying to think if all that stuff at the very end of the last ending that we did was all like post-credit. I don't remember 100%, but I don't know. At the very least, the ending that we did get, it felt a little bit more like a conclusion. This feels kind of more open-ended. So, yeah, bad ending, probably the worst one. Just from the stance that it doesn't feel like a conclusion all that much. Granted, the other ones are open enough, but, you know, not quite that much. So, I don't know. Good stuff. It was fun. I like seeing alternate takes on how to finish a game and whatnot, so. This is the boss selection mode. They got everything here. You do have to do 2. It was like my main motivation for doing the second end that I did off stream, but you do have to beat the game twice and see both endings in order to unlock all the bosses, just because of Providence there. I have not tried it on hard, and I'm assuming that's going to be pretty rough. There's only the one Neuralink suit challenge reward, which the fact that the challenge reward button is even an option makes me think that they might add another reward later on. They're talking pretty in depth about like 100% doing a photo mode update, because they were mentioning that in one of the, I don't know if it was like a dev announcement on their website or what, but I remember reading it, you know, a few days ago where they were saying we're going to do a photo mode for sure. We just want to make sure that it's, you know, as good as we can make it. So it still might take a little bit, but they're going to do one. So there's probably going to be another update. If they're going to add like new rewards, new challenges, new suits or whatever, probably could happen. So I guess we'll see whenever that update drops. But so far, just the normal mode one, which was kind of hard to get. Let's see, what was my worst boss? Ah, the unidentified Naytiba, of course. Took me 5 minutes to beat it here. Took me 40 minutes to beat it originally. Everything else I did pretty good at. Like, look at these times. 25 seconds? Granted, that's like normal mode versus maxed out Eve practically, but still not bad. Of course, once you start getting up to the later bosses, the Elder Naytiba was surprisingly hard. Considering that I only had to like play him through 2 or 3 times, I think. And again, maybe that's because of the WB pumps or something like that, but I only had to play him a couple times to beat him when we first did in story mode, but just fighting him one-on-one here is actually kind of rough. I had to do it maybe like a little over a half dozen times, and it still took me about 5 minutes to get it done, so not the greatest. Used 8 potions and everything. But everything else is relatively doable, fairly short amount of time. Anyway, I'm not going to shoot for the other ending just yet. I'm going to save that for another stream or two, so we could just kind of lengthen out this game. So what we're going to end up doing is switching over to some Chrono Trigger. Pick that back up. We're just about to get in the part where we go after Magus, so kind of a big moment. So see if we can kind of knock that out. I don't remember exactly what you need to do, so hopefully I don't get lost or something, but let me go ahead and set that up, and we will switch over and come back to Stellar Blade on another night. But be right back.